Brothers, this deal is actually insanity. If you buy the M-Tashed Mango Splash flavor or the Mr. Fruit Cherry Limeade flavor, you literally get another tub of the Korean cracked apple, which is super good, for free. It's a 2-for-1 for Valentine's Day. If you're not taking advantage of this, I don't know. Everyone who has tried the Mango Splash loves it. Everyone has been giving me crazy compliments, and you can get another awesome flavor for free. Advance.gg, links in the descriptions. Use the code MTASH for 10% off at checkout. Hey, what's going on, everyone? MTASH here, and I'm actually really excited about this video because Bungie has made an awesome change, or they're making an awesome change going into next season. Now, I know many times Bungie makes a lot of balance changes that make us question, who asked for that? Why was this done? You know, they change things at times to shift the meta, and maybe some obvious things that we would hope would be changed, well, they don't. However, I think Bungie nailed this one, and I wanted to talk about the armor changes. I apologize if this screen is laggy. I'm not sure why it's so laggy. It's kind of weird, but let's chat about these boots. Now, this is a 60 roll on a pair of boots. It's got some really good discipline. It's got a little bit of recovery. This is a nice set of boots, but I haven't really been using this thing because it is a solar boot. Now, going into the next season, you'll actually be able to reforge this and change the element on your boots. However, it is going to be pretty pricey. Depending on the level that you're at, you're going to need to put that exact amount of resources into changing the element. So if you are on solar and you are fully maxed out, you would need enhancement prisms as well as an ascendant shard to swap it over if you're leveled out at 10. If it was a brand new item that had 1 or 2 power, but it was maxed out stats and you're like, oh, I want these to be void boots, you can do that relatively cheap for just a few glimmer and maybe some legendary shards. And so that's pretty awesome. Being able to change this element goes a long way because, as many of you know, it changes the mods you can use here. Now, you can use scavengers like this, special ammo scavenger, on any element, but if you want to mix and match multiple items, maybe hand cannon and sniper, or grenade launcher and sniper, if you use these special and power ammo scavengers, these are extremely expensive. So if you're looking to use any of the season mods, if you're looking to add one of these guys for maybe some defenses or some other stats, it's going to leave you very tapped out for energy. So you obviously, you want a boot of the right element so that you can get the right scavengers on it. In most cases, in many PvE activities, void boots are the way to go. And so if you get something like an exotic that is the wrong element, well, that really sucks because it might be the best exotic for the activity, but it might be the wrong element. And I think that that's a pretty big issue. You see it a lot with something like the Luna faction boots, the Warlock boots, but this opens up a lot of doors for many items. This is a 61 roll. It's got some good recovery. It's got some intellect. This is a great piece of gear. And I've never upgraded it, and I've never used it because it was solar, and it didn't have any of the mods available for the weapons that I enjoy using. But I could make this a shotgunning glove. I could make this a beautiful hand cannon and sniper glove. And there's multiple items that I've been hoarding and I've been holding on to and I've been hoping that I could use, relatively soon, but I just haven't got an opportunity. Even some of these exotics, I would love to be able to change them to use in some different playstyles and things like that. And I just can't wait to use some of these items that have been sitting in my vault, especially in PvE, because they weren't the right stats. Gloves, helmets, exotics, everything is going to be impacted by this, but I want to warn you of one thing. As I said before, it is more expensive the higher level. So if I was changing over the Stag, it would be relatively cheap. But if I have a maxed out masterworked item, it's going to be much more expensive, especially if it's an exotic. If you're doing it with an exotic, we're talking 3 Ascendant Shards, a bunch of enhancement prisms. You need to be careful. So what I recommend you do is sort out your inventory, delete some of the garbage. Do I need this? Maybe I do. I don't know. It's got 51 stat roll. I don't need it. Let's just get rid of it. Don't need it, right? Clear things out. Find the good stat rolls, the items that you might want because they've got a high stat, And then you can kind of prioritize leveling them up or powering them up and changing their elements later on. But don't be doing it early or else you're going to regret it. Like these boots, these are some awesome shotgunning, machine gunning boots. I probably won't swap these anytime soon because it's just so expensive, even though I've got a good roll. So kind of pick and choose. Some of them, they might not be worth it. It's going to take you a lot of nightfalls if you want to switch everything. So look for some priority stuff. You know, Lunafaction boots or maybe some Titan items, One-Eyed Mask or something because you love One-Eyed Mask. I still love One-Eyed Mask, I'm not going to lie. Now, there's another thing, a very interesting thing that they are doing as well. So they're actually going to be changing how the armor mod system works for the seasonal mods. This one here is an Undying armor mod, and you're able to use, you know, the Nightmare Hunt stuff, you're able to use some of the raid stuff, the Relay Defender stuff. And so, unless you're doing these activities, this mod slot is pretty dead, unfortunately, and much of the armor that you probably spent farming in the last season is, in a sense, obsolete. What they're doing is every armor piece from now on, once the new expansion launches or the new season launches, you can do any mods from the current season, the one before it, and the next one. And so what that means is if I'm going through my inventory here, do I literally have... There we go. Found one. With the Righteous Greaves, this is the current season. I'll be able to use this season's next season. I'll be able to use the Undying ones from before, and I'll be able to use next season. So the armor that you're farming right now, these Righteous Greaves and things like this will actually be good all of next season as well. So you don't need to freak out and ditch all your stuff and replace it right away. Also, why is this so laggy? What is going on here? You'll be able to use any of the stuff from this season in next season with no penalty, no disadvantage whatsoever. Now, you're going to want to farm for the new season stuff as well. But for the most part, you're going to be pretty safe. And now that actually opens up a couple of doors. Instead of having to break your neck farming every single season, you can kind of focus on armor every second season. If there's some amazing weapons you want to hunt, as long as you have, you know, an armor piece every second season, you'll have coverage for every single mod available. So if this season you farmed really, really hard, you know, you can carry that into the next season, and next season you can kind of chill on the armor. Or maybe you were really lazy this season. Well, last season's armor has you covered, but next season, whatever that ends up being, season of Charles Osiris, you're going to want to grind really hard to cover you for the next one, if that makes sense. And so between being able to change the affinity and opening up multiple mod slots for the seasons, the Armor 2.0 system is way better. Like, drastically better. It actually makes me want to farm. Because one of the issues recently was, I don't want to put in all this effort if my armor is going to be obsolete. It's one of the reasons I haven't been playing. There's this whole power system here, the charge with light. I haven't even touched it. Because I was like, it's going away. I won't even be able to enjoy it. Well, now I'll be able to enjoy it next season. Maybe it'll be the meta. Who knows? I don't know. But you can at least feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that some of these mods that you've been hunting for, some of these gear pieces, they're not going to be thrown away into the trash as soon as you might have thought. That's pretty much it though from me, guys. I'm really just talking about the Bungie Weekly Update, and I was looking at different stuff. You know, Iron Banner's coming back. The Crimson event is on. I've played a little bit of the Crimson update, but like, I don't know. How many hearts do I have? Like 10? I don't even know if I can get the bow yet. Can I get the bow? I can't get the bow. God damn. I'm so close. I'll probably play around. Maybe I'll do a review on this, but this bow is like a year old, so it's not like I have a hot new bow to show off. I'm really just chilling. I think many of you are the same way. You're just kind of playing a little bit here and there maybe to keep things alive. But my season pass, like I'm not even maxed out on my season pass. Yeah, 68. Okay, not quite 69, but we're close. I'll finish it up. I've got a few more weeks, but I'm really waiting for next season. I'm hoping it's going to be an amazing season. I know that We haven't heard a lot of it yet, but I'm guessing in the next couple weeks we'll start hearing some of these things. They're changing swords, right? They're changing this armor system. They're changing some of these mechanics. It seems like there's going to be a lot going on here. And so I've got my fingers crossed. I'm really hoping that Trials comes back. I'm really hoping they work on the sandbox. Please, Bungie, give us some good items to chase, because holy cow, I feel like I haven't had a good item to chase in a while. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to throw that in on the end so I could get to 10 minutes because I'm a YouTube shill. No, but I just wanted to give you guys an update of where I'm at. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you later. Shill it later. Shill you later. Shill.